How to edit your videos with ChatGPT plus CapCut. Complete beginner tutorial. What if I told you that you don't need to be a professional video editor to create videos that look clean, engaging, and professional? You don't need Adobe Premiere Pro. You don't need an expensive editing computer. And you don't need to spend 5 hours staring at a complicated timeline trying to figure out what to do next. You can use ChatGPT to plan your entire edit, and then use CapCut to actually put everything together. In this video, I'm going to show you the complete process step by step. I'm talking about everything: how to give your video idea to ChatGPT, how to create your script, how to turn that script into an editing plan, how to know where to cut, where to add B-roll, where to add text, how to create captions, how to add music and sound effects, how to make your video more engaging, and finally, how to export the finished video for YouTube. And here's the best part. I'm going to do this as if you've never edited a video before. So grab your phone or computer, open ChatGPT and CapCut, and let's edit a video together. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about helping creators grow on YouTube, use AI tools, create better content, and make money online. And today, we're talking about something that can save you a ridiculous amount of time: ChatGPT plus CapCut. Now, I want to make something clear. ChatGPT is not going to magically edit your entire video perfectly for you. Instead, we're going to use ChatGPT as our creative assistant. We'll use it to think through the video before we open CapCut. Then we'll use CapCut to turn that plan into an actual video. This is important because one of the biggest mistakes beginners make is opening CapCut before they know what they're trying to create. They start adding effects, transitions, music, animations, and after 2 hours, the video looks busy, but not professional. We're going to do things differently. Plan first, edit second. Let's start with the first thing we need: a video idea. For this tutorial, let's pretend we're creating a YouTube video called "Why Your YouTube Videos Get No Views." Now, before we touch CapCut, we're going to ask ChatGPT for help. Open ChatGPT and type something like this: Prompt T. Act as a professional YouTube content strategist. I'm creating a video titled "Why Your YouTube Videos Get No Views." My audience is beginner YouTubers who want to grow their channels. Give me a strong hook, 5 key points, examples, and a powerful conclusion. Use simple English and keep the content engaging. And that's it. ChatGPT can help you turn a simple idea into a structured video. OpenAI's own guidance recommends giving ChatGPT clear context, goals, audience, and constraints because better context generally produces more useful drafts. OpenAI, now we have the foundation, but we're not finished. Next, we're going to ask ChatGPT to create the actual script. Use a prompt like Prompt T. Write a 10-minute YouTube script based on this outline. Start with a powerful hook. Use simple English. Include storytelling, practical examples, smooth transitions, pattern interrupts, and a strong call to action. Mark where B-roll, on-screen text, screenshots, and visual examples should appear. This last part is extremely important. Don't just ask ChatGPT for a script. Ask it to think about the visuals, because YouTube is a visual platform. If you're talking for 10 minutes while showing the same camera angle, people can get bored. But if the visuals change naturally, your video becomes much more engaging. So now ChatGPT gives us our script. Here's where things become really powerful. We're going to ask ChatGPT to become our video editor assistant. Copy your script and give ChatGPT this prompt. Prompt T. Turn this YouTube script into a detailed CapCut editing plan. For every section, tell me: 1. Where to cut. 2. Where to add B-roll. 3. What text should appear on screen. 4. What words should be emphasized. 5. Where to add zoom-ins. 6. Where to add sound effects. 7. Where background music should increase or decrease. 8. Where to add screenshots or screen recordings. 9. Where to use transitions. 10. How long each visual should stay on screen. Keep the editing professional, clean, and not overly complicated. Now look at what we've done. Instead of opening CapCut and asking, "What should I do?" we already have an editing blueprint. That's a huge difference. Before we open CapCut, we need our footage. You can record with your phone, a camera, a webcam, or even create a faceless video using voiceover and visuals. If you're recording yourself, don't worry about making every sentence perfect. If you make a mistake, pause, repeat the sentence, and continue. Don't stop the entire recording every time you make a small mistake. Why? because we're going to remove those mistakes during editing. Also record a few extra shots. For example, you typing on your computer, you using your phone, you looking at YouTube Studio, you scrolling through YouTube, you writing notes. These extra clips are called B-roll. They will make your video much easier to edit. Now let's open CapCut. You can use CapCut on desktop, web, or mobile, depending on your workflow. The basic process is similar. Create a project, import your media, place it on the timeline, edit, and export. CapCut. For this tutorial, I'll explain the process using the desktop interface. Open CapCut. Click Create Project. Then click Import. Find your recorded video. Select it. Then drag the video onto the timeline. Now we can start editing. This is your first real editing step. Don't add effects yet. Don't add music. Don't add transitions. First, clean your footage. Watch your video. Whenever you make a mistake, pause too long, repeat yourself, say too many times, or leave a long silence. Cut it. In CapCut, place the playhead where you want the cut and use split to divide the clip. You can then remove the unwanted section. CapCut's current desktop workflow supports splitting and trimming directly on the timeline. CapCut. So imagine I say, today I'm going to show you how to grow your YouTube channel. We don't need the cut it. Now the sentence becomes, today I'm going to show you how to grow your YouTube channel. Much cleaner. And here's an important tip. Don't cut every tiny breath. You still want the video to sound natural. The goal isn't to make you sound like a robot. The goal is to remove unnecessary dead space. Here's another way ChatGPT can help. Take your transcript and ask, Prompt T, review this transcript like a professional YouTube editor. Identify repetitive sentences, unnecessary words, weak sections, long explanations, and parts that can be shortened without losing meaning. Give me the exact sections I should remove. Now you have a second pair of eyes. This can be extremely useful when you're editing long videos. But don't blindly delete everything ChatGPT suggests. You are the final editor. Read the suggestion. Use your judgment. Now it's time to make the video visually interesting. Remember the editing plan we created earlier? Let's use it. If I'm saying, your YouTube analytics can tell you why people are leaving your videos, don't just show my face. Show a screen recording of YouTube analytics. If I'm saying, your thumbnail is the first thing viewers see, show a thumbnail example. If I'm saying, you need a stronger hook, put the words, stronger hook on screen. This is how you turn a talking head video into a dynamic YouTube video. CapCut lets you place additional video, images, text, stickers, and other elements over your main footage. CapCut, the important thing is not to add visuals just because you can. Every visual should support what you're saying. Now let's add text. You don't need subtitles covering the entire screen every second. Instead, highlight important ideas. For example, if I say, your first 3 seconds are extremely important. Put this on screen. He first 3 seconds matter. Make it large. Make it readable. Keep it on screen long enough for people to understand it. You can also animate the text slightly. But don't go crazy. Professional editing is often about knowing what not to add. Now let's create captions. CapCut currently supports automatic captions on desktop, web, and mobile, although advanced options can vary by platform and region. CapCut on CapCut desktop, go to Captions, Auto Captions, select the language, then generate the captions. CapCut will analyze your audio and create synchronized captions. But here's the important part. Always check them. AI can make mistakes. Maybe you said YouTube Shorts and the caption says YouTube Shorts. Fix it. Maybe a name is wrong. Fix it. Maybe the timing isn't perfect. Adjust it. Auto captions save time, but you still need to review the result. Now let's style them. Choose a clean font. Make sure the text is easy to read. Don't use 5 different fonts. Don't use 10 different colors. Don't make every word bounce around the screen. For a professional YouTube video, I recommend one main font, one consistent style, strong contrast, simple animation, and consistent positioning. Your captions should help the viewer, not distract them. Now let's add background music. This is another area where beginners make a big mistake. They make the music too loud. Your audience came to hear you, not the background music. Choose music that matches the mood. For educational content, something light and modern can work. For storytelling, something more cinematic can work. For energetic content, use something with more rhythm. Then lower the volume. Listen carefully. If you can clearly hear the music while I'm speaking, It's probably too loud. The voice should always be the priority. CapCut provides music and sound effect tools as part of its editing workflow. CapCut now we can add sound effects. But remember, sound effects are seasoning. You don't put seasoning on every single bite of food. Use sound effects when they make sense. For example, a notification sound when a subscriber count increases, a whoosh when an important graphic appears, a click when you press something on screen, a subtle impact when revealing an important point. Use them strategically. If every sentence has a whoosh, the video becomes annoying. Here's a simple trick that can make a talking head video feel much more dynamic. Use subtle zooms. For example, start at 100%, then slowly move to 110%, later return to 100%. You can also use keyframes to create controlled movement. The goal isn't to make the screen shake. The goal is to create small visual changes that maintain attention. Think, subtle movement, not chaos. Now let's talk about transitions. This is where many beginners go completely wrong. They see 100 different transitions in CapCut and try to use all of them. Don't. You don't need crazy transitions between every sentence. A simple cut is often better. When you do need a transition, choose one that matches the content. CapCut's current desktop workflow includes a dedicated transitions area, and transitions work between adjacent clips on the timeline. CapCut. For most YouTube videos, simple cuts plus occasional clean transitions equals sign professional. Now let's improve the visual quality. Select your main clip. Go into the video adjustment controls. Depending on your version of CapCut, you may have options for things like exposure, contrast, saturation, temperature, sharpening, and other enhancements. Don't overdo it. If your face becomes orange, you went too far. If the image becomes extremely sharp, you went too far. If everything looks unnatural, go back. Your goal is simply clean, bright, natural, consistent. CapCut also offers video quality enhancement and noise reduction options in its current desktop workflow. CapCut, here's one of my favorite parts. Once you've finished your first edit, export a draft, then watch it from beginning to end. Take notes. You can even give ChatGPT your transcript and ask, Prompty, act as a professional YouTube retention editor. Review this script and identify where viewers might become bored, where the pacing slows down, where I should add a visual change, where I should shorten the explanation, and where I should create more curiosity. Now you have another editing checklist. You can go back into CapCut, make the changes, and export again. This is how you improve. Don't expect your first edit to be perfect. Create, review, improve. Repeat FICA before exporting. Watch the entire video one final time. Check. Is the voice clear? Is the music too loud? Are there spelling mistakes? Are the captions accurate? Are there awkward cuts? Are there unnecessary pauses? Are the visuals relevant? Does the intro get to the point quickly? And most importantly, would I keep watching this video if I were the viewer? If the answer is yes, you're ready. Now click Export. Choose your desired resolution, frame rate, format, and other available settings. For a typical YouTube upload, export settings should match the footage you recorded rather than blindly choosing the highest number available. CapCut's current export workflow lets you choose settings such as resolution, frame rate, codec, and bitrate. CapCut wait for the export to finish, and congratulations, you've just created a complete YouTube video using ChatGPT plus CapCut. Let's quickly recap what we did. First, we used ChatGPT to develop the video idea. Second, we created the script. Third, we turned the script into an editing plan. Fourth, we recorded the footage. Fifth, we imported everything into CapCut. Sixth, we removed mistakes and dead space. Seventh, we added B-roll. Eighth, we added on-screen text. Ninth, we generated and corrected captions. 10th, we added music and sound effects. Then we added subtle movement, transitions, color adjustments, reviewed the video, and exported it. And that's the workflow. ChatGPT helps you think, CapCut helps you build, and you make the creative decisions. That's the part AI cannot replace. If you're a creator who has been struggling because video editing feels complicated, I want you to try this workflow on your next video. Don't wait until you have an expensive computer. Don't wait until you can afford professional editing software. Start with what you have. Use ChatGPT to plan. Use CapCut to edit. And most importantly, keep creating. If this tutorial helped you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. On this channel, I share practical strategies for growing on YouTube, using AI tools, creating better content, and making money online. And here's my question for you. Do you edit your YouTube videos yourself, or do you pay someone else to edit them? Tell me in the comments. And if you want, comment CAPCUT, and I'll know you want more step-by-step CapCut tutorials. Thanks for watching. Keep creating, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.